guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. This is Essie. I'm coming in today wanting to discuss this whole Judge Mathis and Reese. No, what is her name? What is his wife's name? Is her name Linda? Yeah, Linda Reese Mathis divorce after 39 years of marriage. They are getting a divorce, and his wife has filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. So I wanted to watch a couple of videos with you guys that I saw on TikTok, which is where I found out about it. I found out about this whole issue, this whole topic via TikTok. Okay, and I have my take on it as well. I have done a little bit of digging, a little bit of research, and I have my opinion on it. I am a married woman. I've been married for over 23 years, so I don't have as much marriage experience as the Mathises do. However, I have been in a long-term relationship. I've seen some things. I've experienced some things. So I do have some knowledge on being in a long-term marriage. So I just wanted to give a little input on what I think may be going on. But what we're going to do is let's watch this video now. This is going to be a little ghetto. So bear with me, okay? All this is new to me. Y'all know I do beauty videos, but I do like to also have some commentary as well. So I want to do some reaction videos on my channel as well. So I'm going to be reacting and doing a little commentary too, just to mix it up just a little bit. But okay, so let's talk about this topic. I want to talk about this. Okay, so it's this guy on TikTok, and let me see if I can find his name. What is his name? His name is Chuck. I don't know what his TikTok name is. I'll put it in the video to give him some credit for using his video. So I'm just gonna hold the phone up like this. I know it's ghetto, but I can't get his video. I couldn't download his video. So anyway, so we're just gonna listen to Mr. Chuck talk about his opinion because I think he makes some valid points. And then we're going to watch another video of a therapist and also like one of those AI generated videos, just giving you a little background on the Mathises and them getting married and where things stand as of now. But let's listen to Mr. Chuck here, and he is going to give his input and his insight on what he's heard about the Mathises, okay?
TikTok family, what it do, man? It's your boy Big Chuck. Wanted to jump on here and talk about Judge Mathis, man. I seen him on the internets today.
Internets.
And just looking at some of the stuff they had up about him all over the internet and media sites about him and his wife getting a divorce after 39 years of blissful marriage.
I don't know about the bliss.
39 years.
May not be too blissful.
Long ass time, right?
I don't know about blisser.
It's a long time to be calling it quits, and I've heard,
it is.
People getting divorced, like even beyond that, like after 50 years. And I'm perplexed because I read the articles, right, and it basically said, Judge Mathis started a production company. He's trying to get it off the ground. He put all his time and effort into this new project, which took time away from his wife. That's what his wife was reporting, that he wasn't quote unquote spending time with her, right, because he had this new project going and she felt neglected and she wanted a divorce. And I'm like, damn, after 39 years of marriage, because you feel like your husband is not spending time with you because he's clearly like started to.
Okay, I had to stop it right there. I'm going to let Mr. Chuck finish giving his commentary in a second, but like you said, after 39 years, you feeling neglected. I mean, I get it. You go through ups and downs in a relationship, and she may be in a part of a relationship now that the kids are gone, and it's just the two of them now. They have adults, and they even have grandchildren, so she probably wants more of his time and more of his attention now that she can finally get him to herself. So that may be how she's feeling. And it makes sense. It makes sense.
This venture that, you would think that, somebody would have some type of understanding, but after 39 years, you call it quits? And correct me if I'm wrong, she's in her 60s. And I'm not saying people in their 60s can can't date. But the dating pool has had, in my mind, it's got to be different from when you was 20, in your early 20s, late 20s,
Everything is different. Not just dating.
You know what
Everything is
And
different.
I don't know, what the thought process is for people when they undertake, something like that in their life.
Right.
But it just perplexes me. Like, is she thinking she's just going to jump back out there? And it's, it's weird because, like, when, in my head, you spend that much time with somebody, it's not like, why not let's finish the game, Billy? Like what they say in, what was that? Billy the Kid. Let's finish the game, Billy. You're 39 years in. Where the hell are you going? What are you doing?
Girl!
Sit your ass down somewhere. Express your frustrations to your husband.
Yes, I agree.
And make sure that man spends some time
I
with
agree.
divorce. Like, really?
I
Like,
agree.
come on, yo.
I agree. I do agree with that.
I don't know. It's just society now. More and more people, like, the numbers on divorce is crazy. Statistic-wise, it's a bad investment, especially for men. But it's just,
I don't agree with that. It's a good investment.
I just wanted to get y'all feedback. Give me some info in the comment section what y'all think about marriage after 39 years. Prominent, TV figure Judge Mathis gave us all the laughs on the bench, in court.
Okay, so we heard what Mr. Chuck's thoughts is. His name is Chucky Smash. So if you guys are interested in following Mr. Smash on TikTok, his name is Chucky Smash on TikTok. So I'll put his information in the description box. And thank you, Mr. Smash, for your commentary on the Mathises. And I just want to say, I do agree with Mr. Smash, Chucky. I do agree with Chucky on some of the things that he said. 39 years is a very long time to be with somebody. And when you're with someone that long, you almost become that's your family. So you become a part of that person. It's going to be a big adjustment. But I have to say this. His wife did not come to that conclusion lightly. His wife left him a long time ago. We just found out about it. He might just be really coming to, he meaning Judge Mathis, might just be coming to the realization because she actually took the action steps to divorce him, that is real. I know that lady has been saying and voicing her emotions and her feelings to him for a long time. So it just got to the point that she was finally done. And it takes us as women a long time to get to that point. But I'm not going to go too deep into that. I want to go ahead and watch this other quick, let's watch this one.
Linda Reese suddenly applied for divorce from the judge after 39 years of marriage. Uncover the astonishing secret behind the marriage. Linda Reese was once a teacher and also founded a children's advanced learning center. However, since having a child, Linda Reese gave up her job and returned home to take care of her husband and raise children. But such days made Linda Reese feel bored. The regret of career development led to Linda Reese's dissatisfaction with marriage. And Greg Mathis, as a judge and host, his heavy workload prevents him from being by her side. She can't find emotional support. Days repeat one after another. The communication between the two is getting less and less. When encountering problems, they always solve them by arguing. Gradually, it is difficult for them to have common topics anymore. After years of reflection, Linda Reese feels that such a marriage is no longer happy. So she bravely applied for divorce from the judge. Fortunately, the 4 children they raised together after marriage are all adults. They can view their parents' decision more rationally. And this marriage that has lasted for 40 years is ultimately submerged in the long river of years.
Okay, so that was the video from, that was the video that I wanted to watch. Now I want to also watch this one, okay? So just bear with me 1 second. Let me pull the video up. Now this is the video that I want to watch this one because this is a therapist giving her opinion.
People are surprised that after 39 years of marriage, Judge Mathis' wife, Linda, has filed for divorce. I think she's about 62 years old, something like that. I'm actually not surprised. Judge Mathis does not seem like the most emotionally healthy person. He talks about how he is very spiteful on his show. I watched Judge Mathis. I haven't watched it lately. I don't even know if it's
Ma'am.
I don't even know if they're new anymore. I'm not sure because I thought it was canceled. But anyway, I am a Judge Mathis fan.
Me too.
And there's a guy on here that does he lip syncs the court cases. It's amazing because they're like 5 minutes long. And he said, but anyway, like y'all already know. Y'all already know. But all I'm saying is I watch Judge Mathis. I watch his show. I used to. And he does not appear to be the most emotionally healthy person. He talks about how he is very spiteful. He talks about how he is very unforgiving. Mm-hmm. And so he's probably really interesting at home. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. And then he's a judge, right? A powerful person, a man. There's patriarchy. I'm not surprised. He's also a survivor of childhood trauma, separation from his biological father. I think one of his brothers was drug addicted, so then there's other traumas there, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of times people think that being rich and having all these different things is going to be the thing that makes you happy. I think the most important quality that your significant other needs to have is emotional intelligence. That's what I think. That's what I value. That's what I think. I think you can have any other thing. You can get the money and all the things if you're able to emotionally keep your head in the game. Emotionally partner with your partner so that you can do all the things. So in my opinion, emotional intelligence is the most important quality that you can have, and everything else can come. I know for me personally, I got my business. I'm a homeowner. I've done all the things. I have the education. I need the support, right? Like I need somebody to support. I got the stuff. So where's the love? We need love. I have no idea what happened to this man's marriage. I have no idea. I'm just telling you what I observed based on being a fan of his and his show for so many years. But yeah, I'm happy for her. If this is going to be the thing that makes her happy for the rest of her life, good on you, Linda Mathis.
Okay, so, all right, so you guys heard those two perspectives, right? So Mr. Chuck feels like, hey, 39 years of being with somebody, y'all need to just, what you gonna do? You gonna leave them and go out here and start dating again at 61 years old? I think she's 61. Judge Mathis is 64. You're gonna get out here and start dating again, and it's already hard enough in the dating pool. And the therapist, I can't remember her name, but I'm gonna have her information as well. She's also on TikTok. She's saying basically, Judge Mathis may not be emotionally mature or emotionally there for her. And as women, we can have all the things, but we also need, to be cared for in a different way, which is emotionally. We need to be emotionally cared for. She's right. She's absolutely right. And as far as her being 61 years old and leaving at 61 after 39 years of marriage, like I said prior to watching her video, I think a woman leaves way beyond the physical leaving, right? She's been thinking about leaving him for a long time. Now, there were things that have come into play, as we saw with the other video. She gave up her career as a teacher to be supportive to Judge Mathis with his career. They have 4 children. All of their children are like from 36, 39 to 34. So they've been married for 39 years, so they had a baby like the first year of marriage, and then she had babies back to back, not back to back, but a few years behind each other. So that tells me that she was busy being a mom. Now, she gave up her career and her dreams, and she focused on, being the support system for him so that he could become who he is today. So now that she's 61 years old and the children are gone, the grandchildren, she has grandchildren, she's finally got to the point where she's become aware of herself and probably feels as if she never had the time to do the things that she wanted to achieve and accomplish in life. She probably wants to do those things. Not saying that Judge Mathis may not be supportive of her. This is all just my opinion. But he's been in the forefront for so long that he doesn't realize how far back she probably feels that he's pushed her. Not saying that he made her do any of these things. She chose to do it. But she also is a different person today than she was when she made that decision 39 years ago. She's not the same Linda of 39 years ago. She's the Linda of today. And so the Linda of today probably wants something different in her life for whatever remainder she has left in her life. She probably wants to achieve some things. And not to say, when I hear the perspective from a man, because I also watch Shula, I think his name is King Shula, he's a comedian. I also watched his video too, and he was like, y'all been married for 39 years, girl, what you gonna do? Y'all better work that out. Basically, that's what he was saying. And when I hear it from the male perspective, what I'm hearing is, I'll chuck it up and yeah, what you gonna do after 39 years and get another man? It's not always about the man though, and I think that's what the male side is missing. It's not about her getting another man or being with another male. She may not even want to be with a man again. Not saying that she's gonna be gay. That she may not even be looking for a relationship. She probably wants to focus on her. She probably wants to, achieve the things in life that she felt like she put on the back burner. She wants to put her first, which she probably never had the opportunity to do that. And not saying that she couldn't have done these things with her husband, and maybe she tried to communicate all this stuff with her husband, and maybe her husband is not in love with the new Linda like he was in love with the old Linda. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Linda, has outgrown him. And it happens. It happens. I don't think it has anything to do with her wanting to be with another man or dating or, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it has to do with her becoming the person that she is today and her tolerance level of the sacrifices that she's made and how she feels that she's not going to continue to make those type of sacrifices because she doesn't know how much time she has left. That's what I think, And, some men may not understand that, and I just feel like, with me being in a relationship for as long as I have, I'm lucky enough to have a husband that I can communicate to. And I feel as if that he not only loves me for who I was, he also loves me for who I'm becoming. And he has to love the new me. And he has to be open to who I'm going to become, because I'm not going to stay the person that I am now, just like I didn't stay the person that I was when he met me. So he has to be able to, just like I have to be able to adapt and adjust and love the new person and be able to compromise with what that new person needs, right? Because my needs of today aren't the same needs that I had 20 years ago, because I'm not that 20-year-ago girl or woman. My needs are different now. So we have to be able to compromise and adapt and love each other enough to say, she's not that anymore. She's this, and I love her as this. So that's my interpretation of it. You have to love me for who I am becoming, not for just who I was. And I think that maybe that has a lot to do with it. This is just my opinion as someone who has been in a long-term relationship. Think about it like this. When you see, okay, for example, if you see someone, and they haven't seen you in 20 years, and they'll be like, and they may, oh, oh, how you doing? You know, I haven't seen you, blah, 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 blah. You know, you guys get to chit-chatting and talking and stuff. And then when you two, you know, maybe catching up a little bit, and then you two depart, right? And, you know, you may see another person maybe that you guys know in common and be like, oh, I saw such and such. And, you know, the conversation that we had, you know, we talked about these things, that things, and she totally different than she used to be. I didn't even know that she knew about politics, or she knew how, that she owned a company and all this stuff. She's different. She's a different person. Of course she's a different person. She's 20 years older. She has 20 years of knowledge, experience. She has 20 years of, you know, emotional growth, So of course I'm not the same person I used to be 20 years ago. My conversation is not going to be the same as 20 years ago. We may reminisce on some things that we know, or people that we know from 20 years in the past, but I'm a different person now. So some of those things that I used to like or I used to do, I no longer do. I no longer like, right? So you and I may not even be compatible now 20 years later. We may not be able to be friends in the manner that we were 20 years ago because of who we both are now. So that also applies to, your relationships. And I know that, like Mr. Chucky was saying, he's also seen people get divorces that have been together for 50 years, right? And I really think that has to do with it's a disconnect, meaning like one person in a relationship is still stuck somewhere. I mean, if this is outside of infidelity and all that kind of stuff, we're not talking about, those factors. We're talking about when people just grow apart. Somebody's still stuck in the past and in love maybe with the person of the past and not with the person of today. Or maybe the person of today is just an asshole and I could never love an asshole like you, because that's not who I married. You know what I'm saying? So it's more to it than just her wanting to get out there and date and get another man. And I really don't think that has anything to do with it. I really don't think that has anything to do with it. So, I wish Judge Mathis and Linda Reese Mathis well. If there's a possibility to get some counseling, maybe they should try counseling. Like I said, I think Linda might already have left Judge Mathis a long time ago mentally. So she may be way beyond counseling. But, you never know. Sometimes, if the love is still there, maybe some time apart may be what they need. And they could probably come back together after having some time apart. And maybe she needs a little time apart from him. But it seems as if with his busy schedule, she gets that anyway. And maybe that's the problem too. I'm not sure. But I wish both of them well. I hate to see this. I hate to see a couple of 39 years, a beautiful black couple, mature, positive couple, separate like that. But I do understand that life happens and they both have the right to be happy. And if Linda is unhappy, I hope she finds her happiness. And I wish Judge Mathis well because I'm a big fan of Judge Mathis. So we talk about my husband and I. We always imitate Judge Mathis at home. So I wish them well. And if you guys, let me know what do you think? What are your feelings about this? Do you think that Linda left a long time ago? Do you think this was an abrupt decision based on she's just not getting the attention and the emotional support that she needs from Judge Mathis in the past few years because he's starting his production company? Or do you think that this has been an ongoing thing? And maybe Linda has just gotten to the point where she's able to really be Linda and not be the mother, not be the wife, not be the caregiver, not be the problem solver. You know what I'm saying? And not be that person that everybody leans on. She's finally getting an opportunity to come into her own. And because of that, it might be a conflict with her and Judge Mathis because he seems like a very strong personality. So, just let me know what your thoughts are. I appreciate everyone taking the time out to watch these videos with me. I really appreciate you guys being open to these type of videos. And yeah, so please like this video. Please share. Please subscribe. Do all the things if you haven't. This is Essie, and I hope to see you guys on the next one, and we can have a discussion in reference to, whatever the next topic is. I want to have a discussion with you guys. Okay. So let me know your thoughts, all right? So I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.